Okay, so on your 5.5 notes, we were up to example 4. And the good news is you've actually done this before earlier in the chapter, so that's why I have the 3 extra problems there for us on the front board to work out, to practice. Alright, it says we want to divide f of x by x plus 3 using synthetic division. The problem is it only works when dividing by x minus a number, or it can be written as x minus a number. So then, if I'm dividing by x plus 3, that's not x minus a number, so I can rewrite that. And so whatever follows the first subtraction sign, that's what goes in the box. So I'm going to put a negative 3 in the box, and then we do 2, 1, negative 8, and 5. Do you remember this now? What we did earlier is we used synthetic division to evaluate functions. Remember that was just the remainder? Okay, we're not doing that. We're still doing the process, but we're trying to do division. So, you bring down the first number, okay? You always just bring down the first number. It's a 2, so I bring the 2 down. Then you multiply. Negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. Add the column. Negative 3 times negative 5 is 15. Add the column. Negative 3 times 7 is negative 21. Add the column. Now, to write the answer, you took an x cubed divided by an x to the first. X cubed divided by x to the first is an x squared. So this is 2x squared minus 5x plus 7. And you're always going to add the remainder divided by the divisor. Any questions on this one? All right, let's do the next one. Now, this one, again, it's divided by x plus 3, so it needs to be minus 3. So you're going to put a minus 3 in the box. Now notice, there's no x squared, so we need to put a 0 there. So you're going to bring down the first number, which is a 1, and then you multiply and add the column. Now I took an x cubed divided by an x to the first, so it's an x squared. Now another student said, could you actually, they were struggling with how do you know it's an x squared answer? Here's another way to do it, okay? Here's a second way to think about it. You know this is the remainder, so the 5 is the constant. Then this is an x, and this is an x squared, and you can work backwards. If you're struggling with how do you know how high the degree is. Okay, so I'm trying to give you 2 different ways to think about that. Okay, now let's do the front board, and I'm going to go ahead and put it on here so the people at home or absent will know what we did. All right, here in your warm-up section, we're going to do 3 more practice problems because I don't think that 2 of them were enough. Okay, so in your warm-up section, we're going to do x squared plus 7x plus 12 divided by x plus 4. So this is a negative 4 in the box. You bring down the first number, add the column. Hey, this one has no remainder. The answer is just x plus 3. When there's no remainder, don't do plus a 0, okay? Don't do that, because that's not the most simplified way to do that. Any questions on this one? All right, try number 2 here. Now, something I want to point out to you is that this problem is x minus 2. So what number goes in the box? It's a positive 2, right? Because what I said is it's like you're covering the x minus, and the number that's following that is what goes in the box. So this is a 2. Now it's 1. Don't forget the 0. And the other thing is, what we learned after answering homework questions from last night is that if there were no constant, you would need a 0 in the constant spot, okay? So now we know that one. Alright, check your answer with the board here. I'm getting x cubed plus 2x squared minus 3x plus 3 plus a remainder, negative 4 over x minus 2.